Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, All Things Allegro. I'm super excited that you guys are loving the channel. I'm so grateful that you guys subscribe to the channel and you're letting your friends know about All Things Allegro and you're joining in the fun. I was so surprised by the feedback I received from the intro video. Oh my goodness. So I'm so grateful. I'm looking forward to hearing more of your feedback, dropping those comments in there. So today, as you can see, my quarantine hair came out. I decided to wash my own hair and this happened, the shrinkage. But I hope you guys will like it. Anyway, so today I want to start with Allegra's book club. I want to introduce the first book that I have read and loved, and I want to share it with you guys and hear your thoughts. And hopefully if you haven't gotten it yet, you will be inspired to actually just get the book and just enjoy it. So the first book this year that we are going to highlight is Year of Yes by Miss Shonda Rhimes. So some of you might be familiar with the name Shonda Rhimes. If not, she is a film and television writer, a producer, and also an author. You might remember her from Scandal with Kerry Washington, Grey's Anatomy, Private Practice. She's an amazing woman, and I love her story and her journey into just her career and discovering herself. And I absolutely love this book, which is why I decided to talk about it today. So the Year of Yes details why Shonda in the beginning didn't say yes to a lot of things in her life. And I love where there's a chapter in the book where she's with her sister in the kitchen, and she's just telling her sister about all the invitations she's getting to different events and to meet with different prestigious people and important people and so on. And her sister said, but you never say yes. And that's where it all started for her to just internalize that and start thinking, actually, I never say yes to these things. Why do I not say yes? Why do I not say yes to speak up, to come to the party, to use my voice? And she also in the book, I don't want to give away too much, guys, because I know if you have not read it, you want to read this for yourself because it really is amazing. It will change your perspective on just life as a whole and you coming to the party. So I also loved how she delved into her personal relationship with her then partner. She was engaged, and she then decided, you know what, this is not for me. I'm actually not the type of person that wants to get married. And she said yes to love, but a different kind of love. And in her case, I would say it was self-love. It was being honest with yourself and knowing that, you know what, the person I'm dating right now, the person I'm engaged with to right now is a really amazing person, but do I want this, or am I just going with the flow? And that's one of the most important things that I also took from this, that you need to say yes to yourself first before you say yes to anybody else. Be it a relationship, a friendship, a business partnership, you name it. If the yes is not with you first, if you don't agree to it to begin with, and if it's not something that you genuinely want for yourself, then why even bother do it? So that's one thing I took away from the book. I also took away just saying yes to self-care. She also goes into detail about her struggle with her weight, emotional eating, being stressed out, depressed, and so on, and just, finding comfort in food. And that's when she realized that I say yes to food because I'm trying to, fill a certain void. And she had to get out of that, tap out of it, and say yes to self-care and putting herself first, prioritizing her health so that she can be there as her mom, as a sister, as a relative, and be present even at work and just arrive for herself before she could arrive for anybody else. So that was really also important to note from the book. And another thing, I loved how she narrates an event that she was invited to, a political event, very high profile one. And when she got there, she found out that her seat was right in front of the Obamas. And she was like, oh my God, internally you question yourself. It's like, oh, do I even deserve to be here? Why me? Why did they invite me to this? I don't belong here. And sometimes it's really just saying yes to the party, saying yes to arriving, saying yes to nice things and not questioning if you're worthy of them or not. Just saying yes and saying, actually, I deserve to be here. I deserve this. I deserve that. And that was one thing that she struggled with. Again, I think just modesty and perhaps her upbringing and just being very shy and timid. Her personality didn't allow her to embrace the things that life was throwing her way because of her hard work, and genuinely just maybe because of also just the grace, the grace that covered her life and and continues to cover her life, I believe. So there was also that. So another thing to note is just say yes to arriving for yourself. Say yes to coming to the party. Say yes to owning the space that you're in and knowing that, you know what, I deserve to be here. So yes, that's one thing. Funny that I just said yes. So another thing that I also noted was saying yes to using your voice, speaking up, and not being shy when people say, you know what, we're looking for someone in the company, this is the portfolio we're going for, X, Y, and Z. How about you raise your hand, you raise your voice, you speak up a little louder, and you say, hey, I'm here, I can deliver, I'm qualified. If not qualified on paper, practically I can be qualified. I'm qualified and I can do the job way better, probably even those that are qualified on paper. Why not use your voice and say yes to speaking up for yourself and also for other people around you? If you see something going on that is not right, be it at home, be it in your relationships, around your friends, at work, etc. Why not speak up? Why not come to the party and say, hang on, and then another thing, saying yes to no. Contradictory, right? But sometimes you need to own the no's. It might be a proposal that's brought to you and you want to say no, but you want to say no in a nice way. You want to say no, but you feel like, oh my goodness, what if I offend somebody? What if they think that I'm full of myself? What if they think, no, say yes to that no. Say no with confidence and say, this can pass, it's not meant for me, or no, I'll consider it another time, or no, at all, it will never happen, and not feeling bad about it. That's just saying yes to no's. And I found that was very, very powerful, because sometimes we tend to do things because we want to please people. We lean towards things that we don't really like, but because what will they say, it's my family, it's my sister, my brother, oh my goodness, it's for my mom, I might as well just do it. But you know very well that deep inside you don't want to do it. Then why do you? Just break it down to them in a very polite manner and explain to them why you don't want to do XYZ, or why you don't want to be involved in XYZ, and leave with confidence, leave with knowing that you took a decision that fulfilled you and that meant something to you. Last thing, say yes to your purpose. Living out your dreams, living out your purpose, knowing very well who you are. And also, there's nothing wrong with being at a point in your life right now where you don't know your purpose, or you're halfway in it. You're not really sure if is this for me, is this not for me, what exactly am I supposed to be doing with my life? Find your purpose, discover yourself, and then live it out unapologetically, not owing anybody any explanation, but knowing very well who you are, and stand firmly on the ground, knowing that this is my purpose, and whatever that I'm doing, be it my work, my relationships, and just the relationship I have with myself, with God, it needs to be purpose driven. Everything needs to be purpose driven. Otherwise, you'll never really feel fulfilled. You might do it because there's money, you might do it because it's fancy, you might do it because it looks nice for other people and also on the outside world, but internally you know that it is not nice. You know that it does not fulfill your purpose. So I would encourage you to say yes to your purpose, say yes to using your voice, say yes to come to the party, say yes to just be yourself and live freely and know who you are, and just arrive for yourself. So those are some of the key things that I took away from this really amazing book. If you do not have it, I would encourage you to really go out and get this book. You should find it at like most bookstores, exclusive bargain books, etc. I got this one at bargain books, and I really, really love it, and I hope you guys will go out there and get it. And if you do have it and you have read it, please let me know what you have thought about it in the comment section. Which chapter really spoke to you? What do you think about the whole book as a whole? Do you love Shonda Rhimes as a person, her personality? What do you take away from her life story? And just tell me what your year of yes is. I know a lot of people right now are thinking, well, we're passing through really tough times. 2020 doesn't really look very positive right now, but I want to encourage you to think differently. Turn the situation that we're currently into a positive, and start looking for good things, start looking for positive things, whether you write them down, internalize them, and pray over them and meditate over them, and start turning 2020 into your year of yes, because I believe that it could still be that. I definitely definitely know that I am expectant of amazing things in the future, still in this year, and I'm looking forward to see what the rest of 2020 has for all of us, especially for me, because I'm really praying over this year. I'm really praying for a turnaround, and I know that something has got to give. This is still my year of yes. I hope you guys enjoyed that book review and you took something from it. I will see you at the next video. Do subscribe and follow me on all my social media platforms, Allegro_D. I'll see you at the next video.